Yes, people, I hope everyone's doing well. Now, in this video, I'm going to be going through the full Reddit guide for 2025 for your OnlyFans management business. And if you are a creator, then you can also use a lot of the tips that we have put together in this guide. And obviously, it's going to be completely free for you lot because I want to give as much value out as possible on this YouTube channel. So first of all, why should you actually listen to me? This is this year, so we've done well over $1 million and the year is not over yet. A lot of these numbers have been coming from Reddit as well. So 2025 full Reddit guide. And these are the updated methods that you need to put in place if you do want to start running Reddit for your OnlyFans models. So first of all, I just want to go through a few requirements which are quite important when it comes to this. So first of all, you're going to need some Reddit accounts. Now, you can start from scratch, which is going to be completely free. However, if you don't have a certain amount of karma, you're going to have to farm karma for a long time. So you can literally just get past this entire process by buying accounts. They're going to cost roughly $40 to $60. You're going to have enough karma to post in all of the subreddits. And yeah, you basically just get to skip an entire step when you are setting up this whole process, right? Next, you're going to want to use anti-detect browser. So we use a platform called Incognition, and this basically allows us to have multiple browsers open with multiple different Reddit accounts. Because if you're logging in on several different Reddit accounts from just one browser, Reddit is going to know that you're running, some sort of thing that's not legit, right? And they're just going to ban the accounts straight away. So each Reddit account needs its own anti-detect browser. So proxies. What are you going to do with proxies? Proxies are what you're going to be running on the anti-detect browser. So I'm going to go through all of this in a minute, but you can use platforms like IP Royale to buy proxies. And once you have the proxies, you literally just input them onto the anti-detect browser and you will be all good. And that's very easy to figure out as well. And I'll go through that in a little bit. Next is a content spoofer. Now, this is not absolutely necessary. However, if your model, for example, doesn't have a lot of time to put into making the content, then a content spoofer is very good. It's basically going to switch up the content slightly so you can post it multiple times and yeah, basically just reuse the same content. Because if you're not aware already, Reddit is quite picky when it comes to content, right? Content spoofing. So first of all, you want to figure out what niche your creator is in. Is she in a niche or is she just a really pretty girl, right? Now, if she's a really pretty girl, not many of these are really going to apply to you. You can literally do well on Reddit with just her being pretty, cute, girl next door type of vibes, that sort of thing, right? However, if your model is not just a young, pretty girl, you're going to want to put them in a niche. So, is your model a cosplayer, right? What niche is your model in? Is she just a blonde country girl? Does she love cars or motorbikes, right? Any of these things is a niche. So you need to figure out what niche your creator is in. If she does have one, or if she is just a pretty girl, then you can just go with that, right? Now, next, if they are in a niche, you want to teach them how to show their personality in their content. So it's all about creating content around that niche, right? So if you can create content around a niche and we start posting in different subreddits, we are going to hit the exact right people who are going to love that type of content. And I'm going to go into that in just a second. So next, we want to use their personality and interests in combination to build a unique brand. We don't want to be like everyone else. We want to be a little bit unique, especially on Reddit, where there's so many people doing the same thing. Want to be a little bit unique. And yeah, we're just going to get a way better results. So here are some niche examples. Girl next door, trans, gamer girl, big boobs or ass, muscles. And current jobs, right? They could be in an office. They could be a nurse, right? Whatever it might be. And, these two together are going to create that unique brand, which is going to help us later down the line when we come to posting, right? And choosing the correct subreddits. So step 1 is setup. Create a profile on Incognition. So step 1 is setup. You want to create a profile on Incognition, connect a proxy and launch the profile. So it's pretty straightforward. Once you have bought your proxies from IP Royale and you've got them ready to use, when you're going to set up a profile on your Incognition, you literally just want to name it with your model name and put the proxy that it gives you into. If you don't know how to do this, you can literally just ask support. They're going to tell you straight away. And yeah, it's very straightforward. You probably won't need much help with it. Next, you want to log into your Reddit account on the browser and optimize the profile. So the bio, the profile pic, the pinned post, banner, tracking link, all of these things. So what do I mean by optimizing the bio and the profile pic? So obviously we want the best bio as possible, right? We want the best bio as possible. And we also want to put a pinned post up with a tracking link. So that means that whenever anyone subscribes from that tracking link, you can actually see where they're actually coming from. So for example, you name your tracking link Reddit, Reddit account 1. And every time someone comes from that link, you're going to be able to see exactly where they're coming from. So it's just really good to obviously be able to track what's working, what's not working. And then you can obviously change some things up if you need to. Step 2 is warm up the account. So day 0, you want to verify the subreddit. So you have not put any posts up yet. We want to verify all of the subreddits that we've chosen. And yeah. So by the way, I want to quickly go into this. How are we actually going to find subreddits? So what subreddits basically are, they are specific communities for different niches. So there might be a truck girl subreddit. There might be a cosplay girl subreddit, right? And you want to pick your niche and you want to research what are the best subreddits for your niche. Now, I'm going to tell you a quick way that you can actually research this without really doing much work. So first of all, how to actually find subreddits. You're going to want to come over to a platform called Socialize, and then you're going to want to go down to subreddits and subreddit search. So this is what we're going to do. Say, for example, your creator is in a cosplay niche. We are going to go cosplay. And then you've got all of these cosplay subreddits to choose right here. So you basically want to list all of the ones down that you want to post in. You can obviously go over to Reddit and see what is happening. So as you can see, we have this subreddit right here, right? 1.6 million members, so a shit ton of members. So whatever niche your creator is in, as you can see, we've had a trans creator join us recently. So we were trying to see, which subreddits do we want to put her in. So yeah, you're going to want to go back to this, list all of the ones down. And once you've got a list of all of them, you want to find how to verify it. So if you go down here, explicit content not safe for work. No. So I think this one is you don't have to verify this one. It will say down here in the rules, verify somewhere. Repost or over posting. Safe for work, incorrect time, privacy. So yeah, this one you don't actually need to verify the subreddit for. So you can just put underneath it on your Google Doc saying no need to verify, right? So you're going to want to get a list of 20 subreddits per account, which you are going to be posting on. And you're going to want to put all of the verifications below, how to actually verify. Let me just show you an example of that, just so you actually know how to verify. So let's come off of this. We don't really want to be playing this on YouTube, so I'm going to have to blur this as well. That's fine. Okay, so does this one need verification? Let's have a look. So I don't think this one needs verification either. So you can use both of these. Let's try this one. I do just want to show you how to actually use the rules. Verification required. So here you go. As you can see, if you would like to be approved to post here, you must verify, upload 3 pictures, nude, non-nude, and in a cosplay costume of your model to Imgur, which is a platform. And then you basically send the links and send it to ModMail. And how would you send it to ModMail? You would go message the mods down here, right? And you want to do this for every single subreddit until your creator has verified every single subreddit. And then once they're verified, we are now ready to start posting. We want to slowly build the posts up. So yes, we have 20 subreddits. We could post in 20 the first day. Maybe everything will be fine, right? But we want to play it safe, especially if you've bought an account. You don't want to lose the account in the first day. So day 1, we're going to do 5 posts. Day 2, we're going to do 10 posts. And day 3, we're going to start with the 20 posts a day. And it will go on like that for as long as possible, right? Obviously, to do with your specific subreddits that you've listed down, some of the subreddits are going to be not safe for work and some are going to be safe for work. So you obviously want to select the content which you're going to upload to each subreddit, following all the rules. And yeah, it's very, very important to follow the rules on Reddit. Otherwise, your account is going to get banned very, very quickly, especially if it's not got too much karma, right? Which is like XP for Reddit. So spoofing content. How do we actually spoof content? You know, should we even do it? So to reuse content on Reddit, you need to remove the metadata using a content spoofer. You can use this to remove the metadata from used posts, track the content you've used using a Google Drive. So every time we use a piece of content on our Google Drive, we're going to rename it used on this date, just so we know what's been used and what needs spoofing, right? So if it's been used, we'll put it through a spoofer and we can basically use it again. We can put it in another folder saying ready to use, and yeah, it is as simple as that. So next is posting schedule. So we've got the 20 subreddits. When are we going to, when are we actually going to post on them? Now, this is the good thing about Social Rise. The best thing about Social Rise is it actually tells us. So if we take this subreddit here, for example, cosplay girls, we then go on to analysis. We then type that up here. As you can see, the best time for this is 5 a.m. UTC, right? So next to where you've written the rules and all of the subreddits, you're going to want to put the best time to post, because this is the time that people get the most amount of traffic, and it's the time where people are most active. So that's when you want to be posting to get the best results as possible. You're going to want to go through every single one of your subreddits you've selected, and yeah, pretty much note down the time for you to post at the best times as possible. So make sure there is at least 15 minutes in between each post. Find the most active times for each subreddit using Social Rise, which I was just showing you, and stick to one post per subreddit per day. Multiple accounts. So you can actually create multiple accounts for just one model, but there are a couple of things that you do need to be wary of. So make an account with a separate niche. For example, if you have one account focusing on ass, for example, one account focusing on something else, another body part, whatever it might be, right? Avoid using the same subreddits as your other pages if it's not for the same model. So obviously we've got the 20 subreddits for our first page, right? If we're going to create another page, it has to be 20 different subreddits. You never want to use the same subreddits on the same account. And this is just an example here, just for you to see. And you can actually scale up to 5 to 10 accounts, do 100 to 200 posts daily, so you're getting the most amount of output as possible. Next is outsourcing. You probably don't want to do all this shit by yourself because it's going to be very boring. If you're literally at the start of your OFM journey, then you want to do it so you actually learn how to do it. But at the end of the day, if it's boring, who gives a fuck? You're making the money, right? Just make the money. So how to actually outsource? How to actually outsource? So you want to hire posting virtual assistants to work on these pages once you run out of time. Choose third world employees to reduce your costs, so places like the Philippines. Assign one VA to 3 to 5 pages, and you want to find them using Telegram groups, for example, Reddit Venture. Good subreddits. So literally, I'll send you some lists of subreddits if you really want them. Just join the Telegram in the description. And if you are interested in sort of starting and scaling your own OnlyFans management business, we've got a group of guys right now, which we are taking on a couple more for the next couple of months, where we pretty much hold your hand throughout the entire process. So if you do want a free strategy call on how to actually get that done, get to your first 10K a month, then you can DM me on IG LXXSDN, and I'll be sure to get back to you and see if you are the right fit to work with us. So I hope you did enjoy the Reddit guide. Obviously use this. Pause the video wherever you need. I went pretty quickly, but yeah, you'll be able to sort it. It's not rocket science. Just make sure you're doing exactly what I've said, and you'll be completely fine. So yeah, drop me a sub, drop me a like, and you lot have a good day.